Hey there, this is the third week of letting this ferment. This is our sour mash for the pear wine. You can see you got a lot of chunks in there. Now we're gonna mash this up the rest of the way with our hands. So make sure your hands are clean. Then we're gonna strain it through a pillowcase and put it in our other bucket, in clean buckets. These were both brand new with nothing ever in them. We got about maybe 2 gallons here, which ain't much, but we didn't have that many pears this year, so I'm just gonna mash these up a little bit with a big spoon, and we're gonna dive in there with our hands and start squeezing these things with our hands. You're gonna strain them, then put them in this other bucket and let them sit for another 2 weeks before we start trying to bottle it, clarify it. So we're going to strain it once here, and then let it sit for 2 weeks, and then we're going to strain it again before we start to bottle it. And whatever's left at the bottom of the bucket, you're going to take it, let it sit for like 2 days after you do the final 2 weeks, and let it clarify for a little bit, and then go ahead and mix it with the rest of it and start bottling it. Let me start mashing this up. I already washed my hands. Okay, that's about mashed enough for now anyway. And got my old pillowcase in there, clean pillowcase. Old one don't use anymore. I'm just gonna pour it in there and then squeeze it out. And you can toss this out. It smells good in here. Don't look like much, but it sure does smell good. It smells like wine. Let me pour this in here. I'm going to cut the film here because I can't hold the camera and pour too. And I don't have a stand for this thing yet. It don't look like much as far as being any kind of attractive looking, but like I said, it smells good. It smells like wine already. I'm just going to pull this up out of here and squeeze it out as much as I can. And then we'll have to let it sit for another 2 weeks, clarify. And then I already told you that. And then after that, we can start to bottle it a little bit. And then it's supposed to take 5 or 6 months to let it age. But we'll see. I'm going to see how it tastes next week or 2 weeks from now, just to try it. It's already wine. It's just really young wine. And I really don't know much about wine, really. This is my first time making it. It's not like I'm a professional at it. It's just something I'm trying. People have been fermenting foods, fermenting stuff for thousands of years. Probably longer. Probably tens of thousands of years. We don't know. All right, let me pull this out and start squeezing. Just letting it strain now. Thing's a lot heavier than it looks. You're just going to let it drain as much of the wine out of there as you can, and then we're going to squeeze it really good to get all the excess out. It already smells like wine in here. It smells pretty good, really. We don't have much in there. I wish I'd have had more. I could have made probably 15 gallons. That have been good if I'd have gotten enough pears. Next year I'll probably get a lot more. Same with the figs. That way I can make some fig wine next year too, and maybe turn it into brandy as well. I doubt I'll have enough to make this into brandy or even be worth making it into brandy. But next year I will. try and do both. Just have to remember to get there about a week before September 1st, maybe 2 weeks before. Start getting enough pears. Now, I wish I'd made more pear preserves because those things have turned out really well. Everybody seems to like them. I know we like it here. Still got a few jars left, but probably give those to the relatives. Already given away 2 jars. One to the guy that I got the pears from, and his son got a jar. Alright, we're just going to let that drain a little bit. I'm going to go drink my coffee now. Okay, it's probably almost it. Done squeezed on it, twisted and squeezed and twisted. It's still moist. There's probably a little bit more in there, but you can see it's still dripping. I'm just going to let it drip for a little while and then squeeze it again. And it smells really good in here. I wish I had a press so I could press all that liquid out of there, but I don't have one, so maybe next year if I can come across a used cider press or something. I saw one a couple of weeks ago on Marketplace that was for sale. Thing looked like it was 175 years old. I know it was over 100. Big old wooden cider press. Too much money for that thing though, just for what I'm using it for. I can just do it by hand. Would work easier, but maybe I'll make something next year if I get industrious. Probably not, but maybe. If I can get enough fruit. Or maybe this won't be good at all. It just smells good though. I just put, this is a very small batch. I can't remember exactly what I put in there. I think I wrote it down in the first video. I know I put a box of raisins in there because it's what it said to put in with it. Raisins feed the yeast, I guess, or something like that. And got some grape leaves out of the vines in the woods over there for the tannin out of them. And this one I put probably, I don't remember how much ginger. I probably put a 1/4 pound of ginger in here. I just ground it up when I did the raisins in the food processor like that, so it'd incorporate in there pretty good. We'll see. It's still dripping. I'm gonna go drink my coffee and watch TV while this thing drips out. And then all I'm gonna do is cover it back up with the handy dandy old t-shirt. Let it sit for 2 weeks. Now the last 2 weeks you don't need to stir it or nothing. It just needs to sit in there. And then we're going to strain it again, just like we're doing now. Probably use cheesecloth next time. All right, I'm not going to make you sit here and watch wine dripping out of a pillowcase. Or I guess you could if you wanted to, but nah, coffee time. Okay, that's it. We got it all squeezed out pretty much. Gonna cover it back up and let it sit for 2 weeks now. And then we'll go over the rest of it. Clarifying it again and starting to bottle it. Thank you. If you like my content, subscribe, like, share, comment, hit that notification bell, all that jazz. Appreciate it. Thank you. Bye-bye.